Dr. Bennett, as the General Projects Librarian here at the Catherine de Bourgh Memorial Library, I would like to present to you a report regarding the new technology that we discussed in the weekly meeting, Snapchat. I believe it would benefit our library to adopt this technology, which would enable us to reach further into the community and increase our presence as a centre of learning and knowledge. Snapchat is a social media app with an easily recognisable logo that can be customised with animated cartoon characters called Bitmoji. Although a relatively new technology, its popularity has increased since its inception. As you can see, I have set up a Snapchat account for the library so that I could test the app and use some of the features on it. So what is Snapchat? Snapchat is an app that can be used on Apple or Android mobile phones. The main idea being to send a message, photo or video to another user for them to access within a short space of time. One of the attractions of Snapchat is that it is instant communication and there is no long-term accumulation of data from the app. Some of the things that you can do with Snapchat: you can send photos or videos, do live chat, messaging, share a story. You can create your own geo filters, create your own community filters, and you can set up details in a discovery area that will be accessible to other people. Basically, it is all instant communication from your mobile phone. No longer is communication about accumulating data. On this slide, I have some interesting facts about Snapchat. Being launched in July 2011 as Peekaboo, changed its name to Snapchat in September 2011. And as you can see, it has been taking great strides since then. March 2017, Snapchat went public. From the statistics shown here, you can see that in 2016 there were 1 million Snapchat users. By the time we got to 2018, which is of course this year, there's 3 million Snapchat users with 3 billion snaps every day. The active users, 71% in 2016 were in the 18 to 34 year bracket, whereas in 2018 there's 78% of users aged between 18 and 24 years of age. So what can Snapchat offer to us? It can enable us to become more proactive within the community. It can be used as a promotional tool. Snapchat can give us a higher profile, increase public awareness of our community programs, and it can widen our appeal to younger generations. How does Snapchat work? Well, according to Tillman and Betters, Snapchat is all about instant communication through your mobile phone. It has changed the way we view communication and data storage. There is no longer any clutter on our mobile devices, and we can change the appearance of our communication with filters and lenses to make it more interesting, more vibrant, and at the same time a little bit more fun. How can our library utilise Snapchat? We can utilise it by compiling behind-the-scenes videos to create interest amongst subscribers. We can advertise up-and-coming library workshops, book club notifications and information, promotion of new additions to the library, either books or technology or staff, opening hours, and promote community events and maybe guest authors. Perhaps the only downside to using Snapchat is the compiling of the database of subscribers, which is time consuming. We could do that from setting up a link from our Facebook page, bookmarks given to patrons with Snapchat details, posters put up outside and inside the library, a website link to Snapchat, using our contact details we already have for our patrons and contacting them with the new Snapchat details, organising a competition or a raffle that all Snapchat subscribers are entered into automatically, and to include Snapchat as a data field for our patrons. Obviously, all these things are going to take extra time for our staff, so I guess that is a disadvantage in setting that up. But once some of it is in place, then it will be able to be continually used and save time in the long run. In order to use Snapchat, there is very minimal setup because it's a free app, so to speak, and it's on a mobile phone, which most people are familiar with. The training time for our staff would be relatively small. We could employ a third party to set it up for us, but of course this would add to the cost. Another cost would be is if we decided to use geo filters. To set those up, we can do that on the website. It's not a difficult procedure, a little bit time consuming, but it does involve a cost, and that cost is directly related to how long we want the geo filter to run for in time frame and dates, and also the area that we want covered by the geo fence in which it's contained. The way these geo filters work is that when someone comes into that area, that filter becomes available on their Snapchat app, and they can then use that when they're sending messages to their friends, and of course that promotes our library in doing so. But of course that does come with an additional cost. I have done some testing of the Snapchat. As I said earlier, I opened up a personal account, used the geo filters, went right through the setup of one of those right up to the payment. It was a simple process. Snapchat is a bit different. It's about instant communication, it's ephemeral, it appeals to people, it's light-hearted, and it discourages device clutter. There are some disadvantages, as always, but it was hard to find reliable sources with information on this. Lastly, these are the references that I have used in order to put this presentation together. Thank you for your attention.